everybody doing? My name's Mike, and we have Miss Bijou with us today, and we're just going to be working on her heel and her sit and also her place outside. Now the place bed is going to cement it inside for her, so if we work on it outside here, it's going to be easier for her to do it inside. So whenever you're working outside with your dog, you want to wait till it's cooler out. Do not work the dog when the sun is beaming down on you. We're in Florida here, so it would absolutely be too much for them to do this in the middle of the day. We want to wait till in the morning or in the evening to work them outside. So let's go ahead and get her started. Heel, place. So if she doesn't go on, we use a little leash pressure. Good girl, good place. Nope. So if she comes on, no, correction, place. Place. And I can move around. She has to remain there. She does this inside. Again, this is new for her outside. This is something she does inside. Okay, heel. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Good job, girl. Heel. Okay, place. And then we just use a little leash pressure. And this time I'm going to catch her before she comes off. Place. Just like that. No, place. See how I caught her in the middle of her coming off? That's what's going to make it clear to the dog that I don't want her to come off of place. It's all about timing. If I catch her in the middle of it, it's better for her. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Good job, girl. Heel. Sit. 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 Okay, place. So again, just a little leash pressure. So she's kind of like acting like she's kind of resisting a little bit when I'm doing that. Again, this is something she does inside. Now dogs, they don't rationalize. They just respond to this. They just react to the situation. So for whatever reason outside, she's used to doing whatever she wants with the owners. I mean, there's no rules as far as being outside. The dog can go anywhere and sniff anything. So when she's outside now, you know, she knows to heel to me, but this is new to her. So she's always going to try and do what she's experienced in her life. And normally there's not rules for her. So that's why you see the dog trying to come off over and over. You see her open mouth breathing now. That means the dog is more relaxed. She's like accepting the situation more. Heel. Atta girl. Sit. Good girl. Good job, girl. Good job. Heel. Okay, girl, place. Come on, girl, place. Good girl. So she's still taking pressure, but I can just keep working her. Okay. Heel. Good girl. Sit. Atta girl. Good job. And that's difficult for a dog to do. She has not worked on that too much. That's just the heel where she just kind of swings around into my heel. It's actually a good thing for me to practice while we're doing this place. Okay, place. So just walk her right up, a little leash pressure. We just do that until the dog starts. It becomes muscle memory for her to do it calm. Okay. Heel. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Good job, girl. Okay, place. Good girl. So a little less pressure. Atta girl. Nope. Place. See how I caught her and how she stayed on place. Okay. Heel. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Heel. Place. Place. Good girl. Good place. So she's hearing all kinds of things. That's why you see her reacting. I can hear my AC kicking on. Okay. Heel. Good girl. Good job, girl. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. So we're getting something else done in this situation. We got to kind of roll with whatever's happening. So what's happening in this session is I wanted her to work on place outside. That's going to take a little more time and a little more practice for her. But what she is working on out here is coming to my heel. So we kind of got to roll with what's happening. If I see the opportunity to work on this, I'm not going to stress this as much. I'm more going to praise her. Good girl. For doing the right thing, and we'll work on this, and she will get through it through practice and repetition. It will become muscle memory. Heel, heel, place. You can see how she's still doing that. I'm having to give her pressure again. I'm not pulling her, but I'm having to give her pressure to get her there. So what I can do is I'm actually going to stand closer to her. Okay. Okay, heel. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Okay, girl, place. Come on, girl, place. Good girl. So I'm going to try and encourage her a little bit more. Like I said, I'm going to stand closer. Okay. Heel. Because she's giving me pressure. She's resisting. Sit. When I'm back there. So I'm getting closer now. Heel. Heel. Place. Atta girl. See, that was like no pressure that time. That was much better. Good girl. Okay. Okay. Heel. Good girl. Sit. Atta girl. Good girl. Good job. Okay, girl. Place. Atta girl. Good job. So if you saw that time, I released the pressure as soon as she got on it. So the timing is very important here. She's doing very good. I just want to get one more good one out of her, and that's going to be it for this session. Again, it's repetition. We come back out here and we do it over and over again. Okay. Okay, heel. Good girl. Sit. Okay, girl. Place. Atta girl. Good job, girl. So she did it all on her own that time. She just needs some pressure to come out of the sit, and then she did it all on her own. Good job. Okay, girl. Good job. Sit. And remember, you never want to put too much pressure on them. With this session, we just really rolled with what happened, and what happened is we're working on her recall coming to heel. So from a forward position. That's really what happened in this session, and that's okay, and we got something done. So for the place, we're going to work on that more inside, and then we're going to bring it out here. We're just going to keep repetition. We're going to find what works for her, and that's what gets you a bond with your dog, and that's what's going to make your dog trust you, is showing them that you have the ability to work through. No, sit. You have the ability to work through a situation that's tough for them and make them understand that, look, it's okay. The place bed's not going to hurt you. There's no reason to be afraid. And you actually, or no reason to be anxious about it or anything. You actually have a much more balanced dog at the end of training.